Hey, let's get right to it. The best camera to use for vlogging, for your YouTube travel adventure videos is, well, let's hold off for a second on that because there's a lot of equipment on the market. A lot of things promise things that they deliver, but does it fit your format of ease of use and other things? And my journey should be instructive on that. When I first started doing YouTube videos back in, even before 2013, I had probably in 2009, I had a Samsung flip phone. I still have it, one of the T series. And the video quality was horrendous on that. But then again, so was everybody else's video quality at that particular time. Unless you were a professional. Well, once I came on YouTube in 2013, I figured I better step up my game. I bought an old Panasonic standard definition camera. I had a lot of different cameras. I started out with a General Electric GE camera that also did pretty lousy video, but a lot has happened over 8 years since then, and I've gone through a succession of buying big equipment, Olympus OMD Mark V. I've had a Panasonic GH5. I mean, and a lot of expensive lenses that at one time probably ended up in total about $3,000 worth of gear. And it ended up being a huge mistake for me. Because not only did I have to worry about my travels and adventures in a small van, I had to worry about packing a lot of lenses in. I didn't really see the one lens fits all for vlogging. I know it's great, but I started turning back. I sold my OMD EM5 from Olympus, which I loved that camera. But when I would go into places like restaurants or go on streets and things like that, having that big gear changed the reaction in the way that I interacted with people. I felt like a 60 Minutes news crew out there, and people reacted accordingly. So I started to move into the realm of exploring cell phones and their capabilities. And I started with the venerable HTC One back in about 2000, mid-2000. 13. Again, it did pretty lousy videos. It ended up being a lousy phone. I had several just burn up on me, and I was disappointed with that. And I went out, and actually a friend of mine said, Rosie, I understand your situation. I ended up getting the Samsung Galaxy S5, which was a game changer for me. I could not believe the video quality that this little camera produces, Samsung. But truth be told, it was very lacking in things like stabilization, and it was still, unless you did all your set shots on tripods and things, it was difficult to get good quality. But yet, you know, I was able to do probably 1,000 videos with that. Then I decided to step up to the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. This, to me, was a game changer. Reason being is this thing had a great low light lens, and it also had some video stabilization to it, which was amazing. And the quality of the video that it put out was great. If you're a run and gun person and videographer, you don't want to be fiddling around with a lot of controls. You want to just put things on auto and be able to go. Well, my last iteration, I have to confess, at the early part of 2020, pre-pandemic, late 2019, I went out again. I got bitten by the pro videography bug. I went out and bought the Panasonic GH5, and again, here I was again. I got all caught up in buying the lenses, and I looked over to my storage area for camera, and I thought, how am I going to carry all of this gear around? Changing lenses and everything else, and I thought, this isn't going to quite work. And at that time, I already had my Samsung Galaxy S10, which has been my workhorse for the last year or so. Now, I also picked up a ZV-1 by Sony because on occasion I do want to do very high quality cinematic type of videos. I have more control over things like locking focus and focusing on people's eye and having that remain in focus, rapid focusing. It's a good thing to have, but again, it's kind of a game changer when you go out there and you're using any type of camera. After all of this, after 7 years, I finally decided the important factors for me and what makes my best camera in 2021 is, number one, I cannot carry, and you probably will get tired too, carrying around a lot of video gear, especially if you're a frequent uploader like I am. Because when you take video with one of your high-powered mirrorless DSLR or another camera, you're going to have to take that video, put it into a video editor, and if you shoot RAW, which means the widest possible capture dynamic range, then you're going to have to color grade and do all of that work besides editing and putting the music on. Ay caramba, you know, I'm like, okay, this is just too much. I'm missing out on real life because I'm sitting around tied to a computer trying to upload videos and trying to edit them on the road. It knocked me out of my flow. What you're going to find is what I found as I went along, that if you are somebody that's committed to doing YouTube vlogging, or especially on the road, particularly on the road, and you have a lot of run-and-gun adventures, well, to my mind, I finally decided, look, on occasion, yes, I'll use the ZV-1 when I want to take my time and really knock out a cinematic video, which I do on occasion, my style of video. But for everyday vlogging and captures, I finally decided, look, the ease of use and the quality that an S10 Plus puts out. Now they have they're all the way up to the S21. And for video stabilization on here, you can shoot 4K videos. The new ones, you can shoot 8K videos on them. And the quality, they also have the zooms up to 30 times with the crisp focus. What more do you want? And you know what? I've never been able to pick up my ZV-1 or my Panasonic GH1 and said, hello, yeah, I need to make a call here. Doesn't happen. Okay? This thing is a powerhouse of performance. And in my opinion, the best camera that you can use for vlogging and YouTube in 2021 continues to be your smartphone or your iPhone. Simple case. Ease. You're not going to change the scene when you're walking around. People are used to seeing iPhones and smartphones out there on the street. It's far different than going around and opening up the back of that. Okay, stand still. You know, it's a game changer. Look, for me, since I'm a frequent uploader, I'm willing to trade off a little bit of the quality loss between this and this, between this Sony ZV-1, which is an outstanding camera, and the everyday use of my smartphone. Because you know what? When I'm done shooting my video clips that I want to use, I can open up my Power Director by Cyberlink right in the phone, right there, and do my editing. I can drop my music on, do my cuts, and well, I'm so happy. That's what I like to do. So if you're committed to doing the vlogging, or especially on the go, not so much set vlogging, sitting in front of a camera like I am today, but on the go, over time, I am sure you will find, as I do, that with the frequency of what you want to do, you need to have convenience, you need to have portability, something that's in your pocket, that's with you all times, something that you can put on a selfie stick and go around and video. And you can also live stream easily on here without a lot of wires. There's a lot of people that love live streaming. Yes, in theory, you can live stream with the ZV-1, but you're carrying a whole production studio with you. Well, there's the conclusion for 2021. The best video camera to use, in my opinion, for your all-around YouTube use is the phone you already have, your smartphone or your iPhone. Okay? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Don't do what I did and get caught in the loop of chasing the tail of expense and quality. It's just not worth it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thumbs up are appreciated.